do seem to be a lot of them right here.
Yeah. Can't even drive up north without construction barrels.
And no one actually doing anything.
Yeah.
Or so it seems.
The budget didn't allow us to go past preparation and takedown. Oh, this is a pretty view. We're kind of up high, and you got the valley below us coming in, and all the pines down there. Got the mix of colors between the oaks and the sugar maples.
Yeah.
Some birch.
If only the weather could stay like this for the rest of the upcoming trip, but it will get colder, and there's a possibility of rain. But we should be prepared for it. Coming up on the mighty Mackinac Bridge. Go 5 miles of bridge. Might be that's a little more, but I can't remember the exact number. Over the next several days, John, Andy, and I will spend our time backpacking in the region of Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. We are actually doing 2 different trips. I will spend my time on the Lakeshore Trail. John and Andy will start out on the Fox River Pathway, then hike along the Lakeshore Trail, and finally finish up on the Bay de Noc Trail. Things, of course, could change. I might decide that my leg isn't up for the challenge, not being totally healed yet from when I broke it last spring. Or the weather could turn truly cold and wet and just be unpleasant. Only time will tell. It's just past sunset and breezy. Andy and John have just dropped me off at 12Mile. And I am walking to Benchmark Campground. I really would have liked to have been here even just a half hour earlier. But it is what it is. I will find benchmark number 1 and get set up, and we will start what I hope will be a very good trip. Welcome to my campsite. Home is now furnished. Time to explore a little bit. Maybe say hello to my neighbors at the campfire. All right. Spent some time talking with the hikers at the fire ring next door. They're out for a few days. I'll see some of them again multiple times because they're doing shortish days as well. So I'll see them at least tomorrow or the next day, and then we'll see after that. Nice bunch of people, like most hikers are. Hard to believe it's going to be nippy tonight. It's certainly not too cold right now, but of course I expect that to change. Good night, all. Well, good morning. I've been up for about half an hour. Done some camp chores, got a lot more to do. Just noticed that Andy and John have started their hike, or at least I got the message about 9 a.m. Don't know when they actually sent it. I hope to be out of here by 10. This pathway from my campsite, climb over this hill, and look what's coming into view. Phew! The first real view of Lake Superior. And my climb back up to camp. Well, the folks all here at various individual sites, and the group site got a fire going, and I'm taking advantage of it just to heat up water. Okay, we are at the trail. I may not have been the last to leave camp this morning, but I was close. Left Benchmark just after 11 a.m., which is really later than I would have liked to have left. But that's the way it goes. Met some nice people, chatted, and broke camp in a reason. It just took a while. That's the way it goes. I'm repeating myself, but now just gotta have left the area of 12-mile campground. So from here we probably have about 7 miles to go, maybe a touch more, to get to Pine Bluff. I hope I'm going the right way. It's a lovely morning out. I woke up, temperature was around 40 degrees, cooled down throughout the night. Now I'm not sure what the actual temperature is right now, but it's warmer than that. I don't remember the trail getting this close to the beach. After leaving the campground. So I may have made an error. Oh, wait a minute. I do believe I found it. Hooray! So, we'll hope that the weather stays like this throughout the day, and see where my feet take me. What are we, maybe a couple hundred feet away from the campground, and I've had to scooch under a blowdown already. Step over that. The trail needs some tender, loving care. I'm not sure what the cabin's about, but I'm going to, I think, screw around that really dense trail, and I just spent 30 minutes to go, certainly not even a half mile, I bet. So, I'm going to take the alternate route. It's so much easier when you have someone to follow who's got normal vision. Thinking probably father and son that were with me at the campground last night at Benchmark caught up to me and passed me by, helped me through the gnarly bit, and then they pulled ahead. So I'm going to, it's going to be cold and it's going to be windy down here. There's no doubt that the trees block a lot of the wind. But when I've got more than 6 miles still to go, it's best to maybe try to speed things up a little bit. Although this may be less pleasant than I think. Okay, it's a nice afternoon. Temperature's probably over 50 degrees. It's not too windy, so that's good. It's going to be a lot easier to walk on the beach. The sand's fairly firm, and that was just awful. I mean, it would have been better, you know, definitely better if I'd been hiking with people, but maybe I could have tried to stick with those guys. But we'll make do. And what else can I do, right? But make do. Well, if you think the beach doesn't have changes, let me disabuse you of that notion. May in some ways not be as exciting as the trail, but as a means of getting from point A to point B, I'll take it. Alrighty, here's the path to 7 Mile. I'll stop here for a few minutes. Get water. Whew. And make plans to move on. Still have probably about 4.5 miles to go. Okay, met some backpackers going in the other direction. I think they're doing the trail a lot faster than I am. Sounds like they might be on day 3 today of what I expect to be a 4-day trip for them. Ooh, it's clouded over quite a bit. I hope that it's not supposed to rain. Let's be careful here. I probably have about maybe 4 miles to go, perhaps a little more, a little less, to get to Pine Bluff. And it would sure be nice to get there before 5 p.m. We will see. My recollection of this section of trail is that it's much easier to follow. The last bit to Pine Bluff is a bit sandy, but overall, much easier to follow trail than that section that gave me so much trouble earlier today. And yes, I could have stayed on the beach and just marked time that way, marked distance, but this way I get to be in the woods, out of the wind, which I'm sure is blowing down there more fiercely. So it's all good. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh. Been walking for about not quite an hour and a half since I stopped to get water at 7 Mile. Oh, wow. And my left leg is talking to me. But at least it's a nice day out. And this trail has been pretty easy to follow since 7 Mile. Few blowdowns. And usual, of course, the infinite number of roots to step over, or so it feels. Oh dear. Well, let's see. I think we'll go around this way. Is that it right there? Hoorah! Now maybe the car's coming up toward the trail junction. So it was a lot farther in than I remember it being. But here we are, the car. Signs of progress. Okay. So maybe a little over a mile to go. All right. Well, we're closing in on Pines Campground. I'm quite sure this sign is not for it. I think it's probably for Trapper Lake. Yep. But that means that I'm certainly moving a mile to the campground. Yes, I am going slow. I'll go a little faster when I'm not holding the camera. But I'm being extra careful. Quite the drop. Yay! Not far now. Home for the night. I got here an hour ago, got the tent set up, went down to Lake Superior to get water. That was a challenge. Wouldn't be so bad except for there's a couple little cliffy bits that you have to contend with. And now I'm gonna go and find a whole bunch of little woods to burn for my twig stove. Get the twig stove going. Uh-oh.
I got a backup lighter.
I don't trust those piezo things. They usually break for me anyway. There's a contrast here. The roaring isobutane flame and a nice, we know what you'll get kind of fire. And my Brennerly twig stove. where who knows what we'll get kind of fire. Okay, it's well past 9:30, and it's colder out than yesterday night. Don't know what the temperature is, but I know it's colder. Nice time spent with the fellow hikers that are camped here at Pine Bluff. I think we were all at Benchmark last night, and many of them will be at Chapel tomorrow, so I'll get to see them again, which is nice. Hopefully tomorrow will be easier. We won't get lost or stuck on, confusing bits of trail. It's a shorter day anyway, and if I can get out of here a little before I did today, that would be nice too.